Hey, everybody. What's going on? Yeah, just real quick, I want to go back for just a second. Can anybody else imagine? So Marta brings homeless people to Alpharetta. First of all, the idea that the Marta would go so far, to me, is just, that's funny. But moreover, it's like a homeless dude in Alpharetta would be like, to me, I feel like a kid that just totally like let go of his mom's hand in like a Toys R Us, right? And his mom was like, I don't care. And the kid just, was like, oh, I'm just going to leave you here. And the kid was like, oh, my God. And it's like, toys everywhere. And the kid's like playing with everything. And it's like the management doesn't care. It's like a homeless man would do the same thing. He'd be like, Alpharetta, oh, my God, the food you waste is so good. Like he'd be like a P.F. Chang's, just like in the garbage, like just going crazy. And I can just imagine like how great. But at the same time, you have to think of the parallel. Like, at the end of the day, the store's going to close, and the kids are going to be like, oh, man, it's dark, and it's weird, and there's nothing familiar to me. And I feel like the poor son of a bitch would have the same problem. Like, he'd be like, I'm so full and everything, and like, but there are no bridges, or like, there are no other black people anywhere. You guys all suck, because it was like, he could have been a white homeless guy. Or even a Latino. No, Mexicans work really fucking hard. Mexicans are like, I need a house, I build a house. Like, they'll fucking build one. I've never seen a homeless Mexican. That would be the day, wouldn't it? It's like, oh my God, we are fucked. Did you lose your hands? Like, what happened? You can't just make that shit? I love that I'm looking down at the son of a bitch too. Like, how big is he? It's fucking dwarfsikins everywhere. Like, I'm not one of them. Who the fuck am I? You guys are all looking at me like, I thought he was Mexican. Didn't he? Andrew said his name was Vas Sanchez. Oh, if he could make fun of him. Now, I'm Greco Rican, so I'm right in there for homelessness. Yeah. It's just that I'm fat. Like, I would never give a fat homeless guy anything. I would just be like, get up. Get up. When you're done walking 285 a couple of times, you come find me. And then maybe I'll give you something, you fat fuck. I would be such a dick to a fat homeless guy. I would. Anybody else did you feel that? Would you just totally be like, that guy was fat as fuck? Like, it's like I saw this homeless cat one time that was like 21. And he was like, hey man, he was like trying to get $1 or whatever. And I was like, I don't have any cash, the usual lie we all tell. And he was like, well, I'll sell you this hard drive. And I was like, and you know what's really shitty is like in my head, I thought this too. Like I thought hashtag first world problems. Like I thought that though. Like I thought hashtag. Like fuck my life. I literally thought hashtag first world problem. And he was like, I'll sell you this hard drive. And I was like, if you have a hard drive, dude, that means you had a laptop, right? Or something. He was like, oh yeah, it got stolen. And I was just like, I want to sympathize. Like in some way I kind of want to just be like, oh, it's like, but I was like, A, you're 21. So go get a job. Like, I don't know, like you can get a job at 21 and like B, you have a hard drive. You have a fucking hard drive and you're homeless. Like, I don't know. The thought of someone being without a house but having a laptop, like under a bridge somewhere, like, I'm going to watch UJIS tonight. I just need to fucking get off. I don't even care who's watching. Just like whatever. This is my favorite thing to do. I have a fucking laptop and no house, but I still have pride. What the fuck? I don't know. That's enough about homeless people. I just went off on a rant. Sorry. I don't like them. They upset me like crazy. Homeless people. Yeah. Well, it's not very fun being huge either, so. Got any fat people out there? That's cool. I already saw you guys. You guys are all thin. That's great. It's amazing. You guys all fit in here. That's cool. I was having a hard time with that. That little door is tricky. A little narrow coming in. Hipsters. I love you guys. I tried. I put all this together on the way out, and I thought, that's when you know you're getting really fucking old. You're like, I need a trucker hat, or they won't take me seriously. All right. Where's it from? A wine tasting. Fuck! No, you're missing the point. All right, get your old denim jacket out. Okay. Put pins on it. I'll put pins on it. Put lots of pins on it. Yeah, now you look really punkish. Did you even know what it was when it was punk? No, I didn't. I was busy slamming Twinkies. Slamming Twinkies. They were so good in the 80s. Just dated myself. You guys remember Twinkies? Cool. Okay, cool. That's cool. I just want to make sure. It's just like everybody's like, what's a Twinkie? I'm pretty sure that was a gay term, I thought. He's Mexican and gay. This is interesting. Slamming Twinkies. Changes the whole perspective. Just slamming them. That's horrible. It's just horrible. Everything in your world is cream-filled, just like mine. Where are we going with this? I don't know. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, observations. You guys, did we have fun at Snowpocalypse this last run? Yeah. Yes, me too. I thought it was pretty fun. The first one was great, though. I was trapped like everyone else, and I was like, I would get out of here. So I was like walking around. I was like, I'm going to take the MARTA. Yay, take the MARTA somewhere. And I was headed northbound to see a friend of mine, and I'm walking with this crowd of dudes. And here comes another crowd of dudes. And this dude coming has like the world's biggest snow pile. And I want to call it a snowball because there was effort put there. But it was just like a pile of snow. He was walking with it. And these dudes start laughing. The guys I'm like right behind are laughing at this guy coming up. And they go, man, what you doing with all that? And he goes, it's for the train. Like he was just deadpan angry, like, it's for the train. And I was like, this is Mr. T's son, I'm sure. Like that was like the realest moment for him. Like he wanted someone to ask him, like, what are you gonna do with that? You know, and it was just for the train. And they were like, okay, everybody just like, whoa, okay, super intense. So I'm walking behind these guys here, snowball guy. I'm like, I gotta know. So I follow the snowball guy down to the southbound going train. I was going northbound now. I was going to safe areas, and I was gonna follow him now. Because I gotta know, like, what is he gonna do with that? Is it like, okay, now you have this like pile of snow that you're going to use as an arsenal against dickheads on the train. Yes, I have so many snowballs I can hit everybody and it's gonna be fun. Cool. Or is it like you're that guy? Like I'm probably this guy. Like I'm gonna get a bunch of it when the train comes. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, yes, Snowpocalypse the train. I killed it with my awesome giant snow pile. I thought either one of those two things. And then we get on the train, and homie sits down, and the snow pile is melting away. He's wet. And I was like, I'm watching. I'm like, okay, any minute he's just going to wad that shit up and start hitting everybody. And I was game. I was like, I hope he throws one at me. This will be great. Because I'll be like, yeah, you got me. And instead, he's just sitting there. So this dude's like, man, what you got all that snow for? And he's like, I just want to keep some because I was afraid I won't get none. And I was like, oh my God. Where I should have been like, oh. I literally thought it was like the biggest word in my head was like, yes. Unbelievable. Like it was incredible. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because I felt like it was one of those moments where you wish there was like 10 people around, but you were the only person in the room. This is going to be fun. Okay. And you're the only guy, so you have to be like, and then I just put my headphones in, didn't really listen to anything, but act like you do on MARTA. You just kind of, just to keep them from getting like, hey, fuck that guy, and then they stab you. All right, I'm going to go on that. Thank you guys so much.